Hello guys, welcome to the video tutorial for Safe Browse. When you first open the app, it'll take you probably right to the tutorial guide. And the tutorial guide, it just basically tells you all the different options that are available throughout the app and just teaches you about them, and it guides you right through them. So all you have to do to move on to the next tutorial is simply tap on it, and it'll just show you the next tutorial. And as you can see, it'll just tell you, enter a password here, confirm the password here, and then use the save button. So it just guides you right to the app. Since I'm showing you in the video tutorials anyways how to use this app, so you can just press and hold, and I'm going to just suppress the tutorials for now. But I mean, this is for those of you watching the video tutorial. I would still highly recommend that you use the guides, because it does really help in understanding how the app works. And it'll probably just teach you right throughout the app all the different settings throughout it. So I'm gonna disable it, and I'll show you how to enable it again in the future. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna disable it for now. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna create a password. I want to let the password be Apple. And I'm going to confirm, and I'm going to just hit save here. Just a note that if you ever do forget this password, there is no way to recover it. I'll show you how to back up your databases and things like that in case you ever want to restore all the information again. But however, for now, just know that there is no way to recover a lost password or a forgotten password. You'll have to start all over again from scratch. And I mean, you can restore your backed up stuff, but you'll have to uninstall the app and reinstall the app and start from scratch. And I'll show you how to prevent other users from doing this. For your local clients and things like that who you want to control using the app. You can do that now. So the password that we just created actually is to prevent users from accessing this screen here, and this is the settings screen. And this settings screen is like the administration dashboard, and you don't want any user to be able to come in here and then allow websites, disallow websites, whichever it is that you want. So this is why this password was created, and this is why only you should know this password. So enter that password again that you just created. So we'll put Apple, and we'll hit OK. So this is the main administration screen, as we said. So here you can add websites that you want, to block, for example, or you can, if you choose controlled mode, you can actually add websites that you want to disallow. So there's, just to kind of explain on that point, there's two modes that you can use in this app. The first one is passive mode, and the second one is controlled mode. So the difference between the two is in passive mode, you set that you specifically say which websites you do not want somebody to go to. For example, if you don't want somebody to go to twitter.com, you would put in twitter.com. And then you don't want somebody to go to facebook.com, you'd have to enlist facebook.com. So that is the different ways of enabling the passive mode. And then there is the controlled mode. And the controlled mode is kind of the opposite. You only allow the websites that you want to allow, and everything outside that list is immediately blocked. So users won't be able to go to any other website except the ones that you specify. And we'll kind of show you a demo of how that works. But for now, just to kind of show you, let's just say we decide to put twitter.com as one, facebook.com as another one, as those two websites that you don't want to, allow. And then you can also add over here your homepage address. So right now we have it as canadainc.org. You can change that to let's just say purple.com. Okay? And that sets that homepage. Now here are additional options that you can use, but we're going to get back to this. We're just going to go back, and just to show you how everything works, you simply tap here at the bottom, and here you can use, let's say, google.ca, as you can see, and this shows you the different just like a normal standard browser. Purple.com, that should work. But now if we try to just use twitter.com, so that one works. So twitter.com is going to work, but just remember that we didn't block mobile.twitter.com. So the app works on an actual domain by domain basis, so you can actually allow certain websites but not other ones. So for example, here if I type in, let's just say facebook.com, that one's going to fail, right? Because that was blocked. Let's try it again here. See, the m.facebook.com is probably going to work. So now here's where it gets a little bit tricky. So since you have since you have the different websites and different versions of the websites that you want to block, we'll show you exactly how you can easily add all the different variations of it. So you have facebook.com, twitter.com, both blocked. This is the Safe Run button. And what this Safe Run button does is it actually allows you to go to the different websites that you want to block, and automatically it'll just block them. It'll just add it to the list. So I'll show you what I mean. So click here, and then it just gives you a little tutorial on what to do. So here, all you do is just, let's just say, put in twitter.com, and mobile.twitter.com was automatically added to the list. Then you can add facebook.com. There you go. And that facebook.com was automatically added to the list. And such and such. So, if you wanted to maybe click into here, let's just say this website, it just goes through and adds all the different variations of the website easily. So this way, you do a little browsing and immediately everything should be blocked. So as you go back, you should be able to see all the different variations blocked as well. cm.facebook.com and everything. So let's try to go back into facebook.com. There you go. Let's try twitter.com. Twitter.com was blocked. Facebook.com was blocked. So that shows you, how it'll just block those websites. Now, there's other additional functions here. You can go back and forth. This is to go back and forth, just like on your standard browser. There's a refresh button that you can use to refresh the screen. There is the pin to home screen button. So anyways, we'll get into those in a bit. You can also start a new tab here, just like you would in any other browser. I'll just say type in google.com here. So that one works. But the other ones, you can switch back and forth. Anyways, let's go back to the settings screen here. And I'm going to show you how to do the opposite effect now. So if you go to controlled, okay, the controlled now only allows certain websites and blocks everything else. So this might be if you want to turn your device into an intranet. So you only want, let's just say, websites on your local host or something like that, or specific websites on your domain name or something, and you want to block everything else except maybe a certain few. You want to basically maybe block any social media, or you want to block any other websites except a Gmail account or Hotmail account or something like that, and maybe just your personal website. So let's just say we wanted to do something like that. So we go into controlled mode once again, and this time we do the opposite. We only want to go into the websites that we want to allow. So let's just say canadainc.org is one of those websites. Automatically it adds canadainc.org. Let's say we wanted to add gmail.com as another website. Go to gmail.com and automatically adds gmail.com as another one. Let's just say hotmail.com it'll go to, and it adds hotmail.com. So one after another, it does go through and it adds all those different websites. So as you can see now, is if we go back, we'll close the app and we'll reopen the app just to kind of show you. So purple.com is allowed, so it's here. If we now go to abc.com, abc.com is going to be blocked, right? Because it's not part of the allowed list. Gmail.com. Gmail.com is allowed because that is part of the list. Let's try hotmail.com. See, that one works. So all the ones that have been allowed are allowed, but everything other than those is going to cnn.com, let's say, is disallowed. So all those ones that are not in the list are automatically disallowed. So we restarted the app right now, so that's why it's asking us to log in again. So we log in and, this tells you all the different ones. So that, and, obviously you can manually add websites instead of going to Safe Run, but it's just a little bit more tedious. It's much faster to just go through Safe Run and it adds all the different variations so users can't go to them. Just be sure that, when you go to the controlled mode, so when you set the controlled mode, you need to make sure that your home page is whitelisted, because otherwise, let's just say you set any other home page here, other than what the actual home page, some home page that's not in this list, then it might just show up as, let's just say you put an xyz.com as the home page, but it's not listed. The very first page is going to end up being blocked, and you probably don't want that. It doesn't look good on your device. Other things we can show you here is, if you wanted to ever change your password, you simply click here and you set a new password. So, we don't probably want to do that, but I mean, if you want to, you can do that here. Then there is also view logs. And what view logs is, I'm going to show you a little demo of it. I'm going to close the app. I'm going to reopen it, and I'm going to try to log in with an incorrect password. So this is for all your users who, when you actually deploy this device, all your different users who might try to, your clients basically, who might try to use this app to browse on certain websites, you can actually track. So let's say you type some random passwords in, wrong password entered, it's going to kick them out. Try again, wrong password entered, it's going to keep kicking them out. So I'm going to show you now how to access the logs of all the different activity that goes on in this app. So if you click view logs here, see it shows you everything. At this time or whatever, there's a failed login attempt, tried to go to this website, tried to go to CNN.com, and CNN.com was blocked. Try to go to hotmail.com, try to go to this website. It tells you everything. You can filter specifically by authentication, try to log in with this specific password, the websites that actually people went to, and the websites that were actually blocked. And if you want to clear some of these logs, you simply just go to the clear logs button and you hit yes, and it should clear it out for you. So this is a good screen to go to if you for the administrator once in a while to see what's going on, what websites somebody might try to be going to, and things like that to control those. Then there is the backup and restore. And backup and restore is really used if you want to back up your database of all the blocked information. And this is especially useful if you want to, if you have multiple devices that you want to deploy this app into, and all those multiple devices you want to be able to, back up and use the same exact replica of the database, right? All those websites should only be able to go to these same websites instead of you manually entering them into the app. So here, we're going to save it, let's just say into the downloads folder. Actually, let's go device, MISC folder, let's say. Save here, that saves it. Now, if you now close the app, actually, let's make it simple. So all these four, I'm going to delete them. So that's how you unblock websites, by the way. You simply tap on them. So you tap. Let's just say I wanted to delete all of these. I can simply go unblock, and then I'll unblock them. If I go to passive, same thing. So these ones, our old settings, I can just unblock, and all of them are gone. So now I'll show you that if you close the app, reopen the app. So remember now, we're in controlled mode, right? And purple.com is not allowed, and that is why it is automatically blocking it. This is what I was talking about earlier. So I'm going to actually now show you how to restore that. So you simply hit restore, and this is whenever you want to restore the backup, you go back to find that specific file. There you go. It will just say the app needs to be restarted. So you hit OK, open the app again, and there you go. Purple.com is allowed. Go back, and you have your database back. So that's an easy way to deploy the settings into the different apps. Also to actually restore on an existing device. If if there's ever been any malfunction or something like that, and you need to restore everything, you can definitely do that here. And that's pretty much it in terms of the administration. It's very basic in terms of what you need to do in terms of simplicity. So if you want to add more and more websites that you want to control, you want allowed, then you simply add them here either with safe run or something. And passive mode is for the websites that are allowed. Except the ones that are the ones you want to block. Passive mode actually allows an additional setting here, which is called blocked keywords. So this is actually very useful for those of you who want to block several websites, but you want to also block, instead of going through domain by domain and by domain, you want to just add any keywords that might pop up in the name of in the title of the web page. If you want to block that, then this is a good one to use, because it'll block on multiple different domains. You don't have to specify each domain, but you can just specify the specific keyword that if it shows up in the title, you want it blocked. So I'll show you here an example. Let's just say cheese is one of them. let's say another one is going to be sports, or let's just say NBA. That's another one. So those two, anytime that they show up in the title, we want to block. You can increase this threshold here, which tells you, basically up to 5 keywords. So, and what this means is that the anytime, let's just say you set the threshold to 2, that means our website will only be blocked if the title contains at least 2 of these, these elements here, these keywords here. If you want to ever remove keywords, that you simply tap on it and you simply go unblock here. And if you want to remove all the keywords, then you simply click here and you go clear all. But anyways, in the meantime, so that's what the threshold does. The threshold actually allows you to control how many keywords are hit before it actually blocks the website. So if a website only has the word cheese in it with a threshold of 2, it will not get blocked. You'll have to bring the threshold down to more aggressive level here to 1, where any one of these keywords that get hit are immediately blocked. So if you want to be a little bit more passive, you can actually increase the threshold. And this is simply saying that, for example, let's say we had another keyword here that says rocket. So 3 of those keywords need to now match on the title of the website for it to get blocked. So we're going to actually bring the threshold down to 1. That's to be the most aggressive. And I'll show you now that anything, even though we didn't individually block certain domains, we can still get, we can still block a lot of this, a lot of these keywords and stuff. So you hit NBA and immediately website is blocked. If you type in basketball, that might work, right? That might work. But now if I click here, NBA.com, website gets blocked, right? Because NBA is one of the blocked keywords. So that shows you, it gives you a much more flexibility in terms of blocking specific keywords that you don't want to get blocked. And of course, you can hit back and forward on just like in a standard browser. You can browse more than one thing here. You have different websites that you can be browsing at the same time. And to open up a new tab, you simply open up a new tab. Now, let me show you a couple of other things that you can do to facilitate your use of the app. So let's say you go to a website like learnaboutislam.co.uk. So that loads up. And see here, this is when it's showing you a loading icon that the app is loading. So you have, let's just say this website. And you want to now, let's just say, save this website right on your home screen. So you simply click pin to home screen, and let's just say, and you hit save on that. And that'll just put it right to your home screen. It's basically like a bookmark right to your home screen. So if you close the app now, and you simply open it, it'll just open the website directly right to that web page. So it's very fast and convenient, and you can actually bookmark several websites like this right to your home screen. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much the only, the purpose of the app. If you go to the help here shows you the different things. See how we suppress the tutorials in the beginning. You can actually uncheck this to actually show the tutorials again. And then you have, our BBM channel. If you wanted to watch, if you want to, have direct support with us, with any of our agents who you want to get help from, or video tutorial for this video tutorial you're using. And this is the important one here. Okay, so let me show you one of the most important steps here to actually get this app to work properly. So you have the parental controls here. And what that does, the parental controls, is it actually takes you right to the settings, and you can access this page yourself. You go to security and privacy, and then here you're going to see parental controls. And all this parental controls does is that, it allows somebody to control exactly what apps are available to use and what apps, what actions on the device are not allowed to use. So if you enable this and you go, let's just say Apple, I mean, you don't have to use the same password as the app, but it's up to you. Don't add recovery question, hit OK. you can actually disable whatever it is that you want to disable. For example, browser. You want to disable the normal native browser, so you don't want anybody to use that. Disable Facebook, let's say, anything that you want, you don't want available to the users to do. So you disable those, and then here you also want to disable removing the application and installing an application, because you don't want your users to be able to maybe remove save browse or reinstall save browse, and then they enable whatever it is that they want. So you disable those two. You might want to disable BlackBerry World as well, because they can't install an app anyways. But anyways, this is what you need to do at a minimum to securely use the app for your users, because now the users won't be able to go around and either reinstall the app and add all whatever settings that they want, and they also won't be able to use the standard browser that's with the device. They'll have to rely on the actual Safe Browse app instead to work. So we'll turn this off. But that's basically it in terms of the usage of the app. It's really that only, and there's not really much else to the app. If you find any issues with the app, please click on bug reports, and here I'll show you. This goes right to the different screens. The different bugs that are already known or have been fixed and things like that. It just gives you a little an overview of what it is that we're working on, maybe new features that we might be working on. You can open this right in a browser itself if you want to. And then also there is, if you press and hold on it, so we're going to show you something else actually here that you might find interesting. So let's just say we enable the parental controls again. We turn off the browser. Here's what I'm going to show you how to do now. Let's just say you have one page here, let's say, and you want to open this in Safe Browse. So you simply hit share. Sorry, not share. Oops. So this. Actually, you know what? From here, it probably isn't a good idea. Okay, and then now if you want to actually submit any kind of logs or anything like that, like you've actually found any bugs, you can simply hit the submit logs button here. You simply put in your name, John Doe, and an email address, abc@hotmail.com, whatever it is, and you simply put in whatever it is that you're noticing in the bug, what sorts of things you notice, and what you can do to reproduce the issues. Then you can hit the attach button. You can send some screenshots if you want to, take a screenshot on your device. Press and hold the volume up and volume down button, and automatically a screenshot will be taken. So you can attach some screenshots, and then you just hit submit. That'll send us the log, and we can actually investigate on what the issue might be. But that's about it. And if you actually enjoy the app, please do swipe down and hit the review button and leave us a good review. If you think there's something that can be improved, definitely let us know. And we'll be definitely happy to actually help you out with whatever it is that you need help on. That's pretty much the summary of the app. If there is anything else that you do need, please either contact us through our email, or just go to the help and then open up our BBM channel and just to open a chat with us after you join it. That's all. We hope you enjoyed the app.